Congratulations. Your dad's been around. Oh my God. Your dad is great. Oh, congratulations. Woo! You gotta get up there, sweetheart. Oh my God, it was so great.
What a day again here, a successful launch and landing of the new Shepard rocket and crew capsule with our first human flight crew there, Jeff Bezos, Mark Bezos, Oliver Daemen, and Wally Funk.
And they are back on the ground.
And their families
hugs and high fives all around there in West Texas. Former NASA astronaut Mike Massimino is with me as well. Mike is also a senior advisor for space programs at the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum here in New York. And Mike, you watched it all unfold as well with me here. What do you make of it?
Well, first off, thanks for having me. Really thrilled to be here with you, and amazing what we just saw. I think that this is a great accomplishment. We're for the team at Blue Origin able to pull this off. They had 15 successful flights before this, 3 successful flights of tests of their escape system, and now they got people on board, and Jeff Bezos takes the first ride. So I think it's pretty exciting. I think it opens up opportunities not only for people. I'm also a professor at Columbia. Some of my students have had an experiment fly already on the new Shepard spacecraft. So I think it's going to open up opportunities and more access to space, and very exciting what Blue Origin has planned for the future as well.
Mr. Costello, we know that there is going to be a news conference of some sort here roughly an hour and a half from now, so reporters will get to ask some questions of the civilian astronauts. What do we know about what happens after this?
They will have, well, first of all, they're going to have some family time, reunited with friends and family right here on the ground, do that privately. And then they have a series, after the news conference, they have a series of one-on-one interviews with the media. I'll just, a couple of points here. First of all, this isn't really as much about a billionaire going to space in the terms of Jeff Bezos any more than it was really about Richard Branson. It's about this new chapter in allowing anybody eventually to experience seeing the Earth from beyond that, that Kármán line between the atmosphere and space, and providing people really what they hope is kind of a rounding experience, a human experience, and gain a greater appreciation for where we are, for this planet that we are on, and it's only us, right? We're out here in the middle of nowhere in the universe. Yeah. I would also make the point, it is a very comfortable 75 degrees on the ground here in West Texas, and it normally can get up to 110. The locals here are talking about the fact they cannot believe we're having such wonderful weather here. Yesterday it was only in the 80s. So fantastic weather and a beautiful day to land here in West Texas. Also, by the way, we had a security and a safety briefing here on the ground before this whole thing started. And the director of security for Blue Origin, a very serious guy, said, look out for the rattlesnakes, the scorpions, the tarantulas, and the tornadoes. So beyond that, have a great time. So, you can imagine that I think all the rattlesnakes were scared away when that thing landed in the sand.
A few moments ago, it also appeared as if someone remembered to bring the champagne to the party there in the desert in West Texas. Mae Jemison is back with me as well. May, here we are in 2021. We've just seen 4 civilians head into space. The second time in 9 days we've seen something like this. Where are we going to be 10 years from now, Mae Jemison, if you had to guess?
Wow, that's a big guess for me, Craig. I think that where we're going to be is where I hope we'll be, is that the excitement about space exploration continues, and we will steadfastly continue to support the incredible work that governments do in space exploration, because this is very clearly and rightfully built on work that was from 1961 on in terms of getting humans in space. And so we're able to have a confidence in Blue Origin and what they do because a lot of the big, heavy lifting was already done. The commercial industry brings a wealth of engineering and innovation to move things forward. So I hope what we're doing is we'll see this continued process where it's not, we haven't sort of said it's only commercial, it's only private industry, but we continue to support the work that NASA does, whether it's long-range space exploration or going back to the moon, and also putting in the work with commercial industry. So in 10 years, perhaps we'll see the ticket prices come down, we'll see more people involved, we'll see more payloads involved, and we will be back on the moon one way or the other.
And that feels like the perfect period to our coverage this morning. A Blue Origin soared into space. It was there for roughly 10 and a half minutes from touchdown to takeoff. Those 4 civilians, Jeff Bezos, Mark Bezos, Wally Funk, Oliver Daemen, all safely back on this planet right now. We will be hearing from them in just a bit. But for now, that concludes our coverage of the Blue Origin space launch.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.